good. Welcome in, Cowboys Nation. The Cowboy Game Day live here at Kanvas Sports and Social as the energy's picking up here. The Cowboys' energy did pick up to start this game. They're leading 14-9.
Yeah.
3 field goals by the New York Giants. Ironically, they haven't punted, but they also haven't scored. And the Cowboys have 2 punts on the day, but they also have 2 touchdowns. Dominating performance right now by Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. Dominating performance by Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, but not enough in regards to the penalties.
Yes.
Too many penalties that are probably eliminating you to get more points.
Yeah, and this Cowboys team, you know, with the opportunity that they have, they've been very undisciplined. And when you aren't as good as a football team, you need everything to be going in your favor. So when the Cowboys drive the ball down the football field or trying to extend drives, and then you go out there and you have these penalties that set you back, that's just undisciplined football. And
very undisciplined.
You know, you're talking about the halftime. We're talking about 10 penalties right now at the half for the Dallas Cowboys. And you can't win football games like that when you're not superior than the guys that you're playing against. And part of that is giving the Giants, you know, a little bit of hope. It's been able to keep them in this football game, a one-score game when you look at it right now. But for the Cowboys, they got to get better, man. Cannot be undisciplined, cannot be out there creating penalties. You know, especially Tyler Guyton, young fella, we're going to need you. Oof. We're going to really need you out here. And if we can't trust you in one-on-one because you're holding or getting beat, that's going to be really detrimental to what the Cowboys want to do successfully on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, we came into this game understanding that the tackles we thought would have a challenge. So far, right now, it's Tyler Guyton that's struggling. Now, he's a rookie. We understood there's going to be some growing pains. But if we're going to get beat the way he's getting beat and have penalties on top of it, they're going to have to give him some help, right? So that means maybe you're keeping a tight end in. Maybe you're putting Hunter Lipke over there. Maybe you're chipping. But they've got to give this young man help because this game is a game.
It's a game.
The Giants are going into halftime like, yeah, let's go.
I mean,
they get the ball.
If you're the Giants, I'm saying, all right, we're down 5 and we get the ball.
And
we just had the ball last drive, 13 plays, over 10 minutes. The Cowboys, while they aren't giving up a ton of run, they aren't stopping the Giants from moving the ball up and down the field.
This is a very strange first half. They're doing well on the ground. Devin Singletary only has 22 yards on 8 carries. Daniel Jones did get not a scramble, but an RPO for a first down. Mm-hmm. But you're not getting gashed through the ground.
Right.
You're getting nickeled and dimed through the air.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is 13 for 15 for 142 yards. Andrew Booth needs to be in the booth right now because he's just getting cooked every single time they go that way. So, you know, I got here thumbs up, thumbs down. The good thumbs up for me, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Hunter Lipke, Mozzie Smith looked like it seemed like he was doing well in that first half, getting some push, body slam somebody.
Almost took out Micah, though.
Almost took out Micah. You know what I said, though. I said if you tip that happened, you can go ahead and pack it up and trade him. You can send him right over to New York. Thumbs down for me, Andrew Booth, Tyler Guyton, tackling. Donovan Wilson, he had a chance to get a stop right there on 4th down, and then dropped the interception by Malik Hooker. Another time, the potential to get a stop. That both of those ended up getting 3 points for this. I know that sounds like nothing, but it's 14-3 instead of 14-9. So, thumbs up, Dak, Lamb, Mozzie, Hunter Lipke. Thumbs down for me, Booth, Guyton tackling and dropping interception. So Donald and Hooker.
I think the one thing that we're seeing that we kind of knew what was going to happen. You knew that CeeDee was going to respond, right? Like, it's almost like, you know what, I'm not agreeing with CeeDee kind of having these, you know, petulant fits on the sidelines and in games, but it always seems like after he has these fits, he goes on a tear, right? It seems like him and Dak are able to get in line and get things going. So it's good to see that right now. You see Dak in complete control, delivering the ball. The one thing I do not see, and that's right now on the surface, Dak is dealing, he's putting balls on the rope, he's lacing that thing in there. Not much separation still for the receivers.
Yeah, no.
Like even on the CeeDee Lamb touchdown and a lot of plays, the Hunter Lipke and all that kind of stuff, there's still some really, really tight coverage. There isn't a lot of separation being made by the receivers and the pass catchers. And while they're making the plays right now, What worries me just a tad bit is when you get into these later into these games, and now when you're a little bit fatigued and you're trying to lace it into those windows, maybe you're a tad slower or a tad behind. Maybe the receiver's a little bit tired and is not as focused and grabs the ball, and that ball gets tipped up in the air, it gets deflected, and now it's being thrown around a lot of people and it can be intercepted. So while Dak was wheeling and dealing in the first half, there's still that perception that the separation just isn't quite getting there for the receivers.
It's not. I mean, we can all see it, but like you said, and we were talking about it during the game. This is great seeing him thread the needle.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Every
you don't
throw
want that
doesn't have to
every
be
single time.
Every throw don't have to be a rope, a laser, thread the needle.
Because what you don't want to do is almost happen in the red zone. You get somebody get their hand in there, gets tipped up, and now it's an interception. That's why I kind of want to see them get some distance between the Giants and the Cowboys, a score, so that now we can kind of be a little bit looser in regards to play calling, because I do still feel like we're calling this thing tight right now. Now, you are seeing some more condensed formations. I do like to see that. CeeDee Lamb in the backfield getting a carry. I'm not sure how the motion is looking. It's hard to really tell as the motions are going on here. But, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong at all, man. A lot of tight windows, a lot of no separation. And at some point, the way it's going, if it's not a big play, Shane Bowen on that side is going to say, all right, we'll just let you matriculate down the field.
We'll play the percentages.
And you're getting a bunch of penalties, so you get backed up, and next thing you know, you got a punt or there's a turnover. So, yeah, you want to see these receivers separate a little bit, or maybe you dial something up where you get some separation.
And for me, defensively, come out in the second half, got to be a better tackling football team.
Yes.
Right? We know Devin Singletary, he's third most in the league in breaking tackles on defenders. He had the one play in the backfield where I think it was Donovan Wilson had him dead to rights that would have given them a fourth down, gotten them off the field.
Off the field.
He slipped out of a tackle, gets the first down. You saw the first down, Wendell Robinson on Eric Kendricks, has him dead to right, spins out of it, gets away. A lot of guys are getting out of these tackles. So I want to see the Cowboys tackle better this second half, because you only get more and more tired, and if your tackling technique isn't good in the first half when you're fresh, I can only imagine what it is in the second half when you're a little bit gassed, a little bit winded, a little bit of bumps and bruises. So I want to see this football team really hone in and focus on, yes, we're doing a good job of not being gassed, but also when we're supposed to be making tackles, make the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to come down to the defense making a play, because these teams are evenly matched right now. I mean, it sounds crazy to say, but Daniel Jones looks comfortable.
He does.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but he looks comfortable out there. He's only missed 2 throws and been sacked 1 time. Fortunately, it was in the red zone. So let's just get this guy a little bit uneasy. And I truly do believe, like you said, if you just tackle, they're now in 4th and short situations, or you're off the field in general. But let's make him a little bit more uncomfortable. You're doing really well against the run. I don't think they're not breaking anything deep. They're averaging like 2 yards per carry or something like that.
Less than that, 1.8 yards per carry.
1.8 yards per carry. So they're not doing anything on the ground, and that's what you want. But the problem is the score doesn't allow them to come up out of that.
Right.
Because they'll do exactly what the Raiders did to the Ravens a few weeks ago. Cool. You stopping me, but I don't have to stop showing that action because the game is close. So you want to see, Zim, and you want to see this defense
create some separation.
Yeah, put Daniel Jones in some uncomfortable situations so you can create separation and we can get after these boys. And now all they can do is drop back and not nickel and dime you down the field, but have to try to thread the needle yourselves, because we talk about threading the needle. Daniel Jones ain't having to thread the needle. These guys are just having a bunch of room and space to operate, and they're making plays after the catch. So let's kind of tighten it up on that side of the ball, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Halftime Show presented by Dave's Hot Chicken. Pretty nice and hot around here.
Yeah.
You know, we got Latin night going on.
Yeah.
Just want to get nice and spicy a little bit.
What they call that? Pollo.
They call it pollo?
Pollo.
Oh, yeah, they do call it pollo. Yeah.
Pollo.
Dave's Hot Pollo.
Pollo. Hey, Dave's Hot Pollo. I don't know how you like it, the breast of the thighs, but the pollo is hot.
Make sure y'all check out Dave's Hot Chicken anywhere in your area. It is America's favorite chicken for America's team. Check us out. The post-game show will be back. I think I'm going to feel good at the post-game show.
I hope so.
I'm going to feel good.
I tell you what, we don't feel as bad as we felt the last 2 weeks at halftime.
No.
So let's I feel like it's a good night to flex. So give us something to flex about.
Give us something to flex about, Cowboys.
Yeah.